Welcome back. We're going to continue the installation of our WordPress. I've gone ahead to save those details we generated earlier. This was our user for our database, and this was our database name, and also the password for our database. I've added it into a notepad and I've saved it. We're going to make use of it in this video to continue our installation. So let's get on with it. Just go to your browser, open up a new tab and type localhost / your folder name, which is mine is my site, and enter. Okay, just need to wait for it to load up. Now select your own language. Of course, I speak English, so I'll select this English. You still have the opportunity to select maybe if you speak any other type of English, like I have Australia, South Africa, New Zealand, Canada, and whatever language you speak, just select it. I'm gonna select United States and click continue. Now it's gonna ask us for a database name, the database user, the password, and the local host, and the prefix. So we've already created the name, username, and the password. That's all we need in this section. So click let's go. Now we're just going to pull up this notepad, and you can see now this is the reason why I said you should save it. Now I'm just going to copy the database name, which is my site. Ctrl C to copy, or Command C if you're on a Mac operating system. And just paste it here. I'm going to paste the user, which mine is Emmytex. Copy, paste, and for the password, this was my password. I'm going to copy it as well. I'm going to paste it. You don't need to worry about this. Don't need to change this, as even if you're working with a live server, a 9 out of 10 chances that they still use localhost. I've used a couple of them, like HostGator, Bluehost, and a couple of other web hosting companies. All of them seem to use localhost as their database host. As for the WP, which is your database prefix, you don't need to change this. Just leave it as it is and press submit. Now, when you get this information, it means that all the details you supplied was correct. If you by chance you got an error, you need to pull up your notepad and make sure you didn't copy any of the spaces, because even a space here is seen as a character. Okay, so just click on run install and give it a couple of seconds. Let it do its thing. Alright, now I'm just going to give it my site title, asking for the site title and a username. This user is completely different from the database user. This user here and this password is meant for you to use and log into your WordPress site, okay, to your own dashboard. So let me just give it a name. I'm just going to call it my site. And for the username, I'm just going to call it user 101. Okay, but of course if it was a live server, I wouldn't use this, as someone can easily guess this. So once again, I'm going to have to save this, as I'm going to use it to log in. I'm going to call this WordPress login details. Okay, just put this nice asterisk just to make it look pretty. And for the password, you can see that WordPress has generated a strong password for us, but If you don't want it, you can still remove it and type in your own. I'm just going to copy this and save it here, because we're going to use it to log in. And it's always good practice to save these details, because you don't want to have to guess your password, even though in this video I cover in case you forget your password, how to recover it. But it's still good practice that you do this thing to save you a lot of stress. I'm just going to go ahead and click on save, and then let me show you what will happen if you choose to use a weak password. I'm just going to type 1 2 3 4 5. You see, WordPress knows that this is a very weak password, and as a result of that, it's not going to allow me to click install WordPress until I confirm that I want to use this weak password, which will result in security issues. This is just a way for WordPress to say, hey, use this weak password at your own risk. Okay, but it's not advisable to do that. So I'm just going to remove this and paste it back the strong password that was generated. And now it's asking for my email. I'm just going to say info@mysite.com. Okay, of course we don't have an actual domain name, but if we did have a domain name, we can just put this email here. Okay, but this course doesn't cover domain names and hosting and all of that. At least I might do that maybe as an extra videos, but the whole idea of this course is to teach you how to work with WordPress on your local computer. So let's just go ahead and click install WordPress. And hey, please do not check this, as it says discourage search engines from indexing your site. No need to do that. So just click on install WordPress and give it a couple of seconds and it's gonna install. Okay, it's not gonna take much time. Just gonna wait for it. Or I might just pause this video and come back when it's done. So let me just, okay, wait, no need to pause the video, it's done. So if you get this message, it means everything went very well. So let's just go ahead and click login. Now I'm going to copy all these details again. User 101. I'm going to copy it and also going to copy the password. I'm gonna click remember me and click login. Okay, in a couple of seconds. Wow, we did it. Now this is what a WordPress dashboard looks like. I'm going to stop the video here, and in the next video we're going to talk about WordPress dashboard. We're going to look at each and every single tab here. So see you in the next video.